So the guys at K&F Concept sent me this 25 litre photo bag to trial. And I get through a lot of bags. I mean, it's like tripods with me. I get through a lot of tripods till I find the right one. Bags are exactly the same thing. You know, I've got at least 3 or 4 already. So I'm always looking for something slightly, but I never quite get to where I want. My current vlogging bag I use is pretty good. So it'd be good to do a comparison with this and see how it is. So this isn't a huge bag. Having said that, you know, it's compact in size, but it does hold a lot of gear. It holds quite a lot of stuff, so it's quite good from that point of view. So we're just going to test it out. I've brought it out this morning. I mean, to me, okay, it's probably not a wildlife bag. It's too nice, you know. It's a nice grey material. It's got a rain cover that goes over it. To me, it's something for going around town, doing some shots around town, or I don't know, we visit a lot of National Trust places, and it'd be great for me to take because it'd be quite useful for places like that. So I don't want to get it mucky. That's the whole thing, you know. When I'm doing wildlife photography, I'm really, I'm using my bag as it should be used. And you know, for those conditions it's going to get pretty messy, so I don't want to do that with this one. I want to save this one really for when I'm around town or visiting specific places. So it's designed to take 2 camera bodies and 4 lenses. In addition to that, it can take a 15.6 inch laptop and also a 12.9 inch tablet, and they can be held separate in the back, and I'll show you that in a minute. So it is going to hold a fair amount of gear for what you need. I've got a couple of lenses in here at the moment. I've got all my vlogging gear I can put in here. My gimbals, I've got a rain cover in here for my camera, I've got spare batteries, I've got a battery grip, got a fair amount of stuff in here, so it will hold quite a bit of gear really, so that's quite good. So it's fully customizable. I mean, all the straps come on and off. You know, even the rear straps on the back of it, you can remove those. There's a little clip here. Press the button. You can take the straps off, so you can just have it as a carry bag if you want to. Inside, all the dividers, they're all customizable, so you can move them around, set it out how you want. Now, it's not going to get my massive wildlife lenses in. I mean, it would do if I hadn't got anything else in here, I think. But that's not, as I say, that's not really what I want it for and what it's designed for. And the good thing with, you know, you can open it, it's got side opening on both sides, it's got front opening, so you can access your gear from all sorts of different angles, make it nice and simple. That means you can sort of drop the bag onto your shoulder, you can open up a pocket, you don't have to put the bag down, you can just access everything without putting the bag down from different angles, so that's really good as well. It's got a flexible frame structure inside it which gives great support, but whilst it keeps the weight down at the same time. And although the material itself is fairly water repellent, it's got a rain cover that goes over it which is fully water repellent, and will just keep the bag totally dry, so that's really good as well. On the back of the bag, it's got this mesh panel, padded panel, which is ergonomically designed to give you some real comfort, and when it's warm this is going to help to breathe between your back and the bag, so that's going to give some nice comfort when you're out hiking or carrying your gear quite long distances. And so far, I mean, I've walked down here, I've walked a little way, and yeah, it feels really comfortable. You know, I've not really noticed on my back. What it hasn't got, like quite a lot of camera bags, it doesn't have a strap that actually comes around your waist to actually support you on your hips. But having said that, I don't think it needs it. You know, it's not a massive bag, and you know, even with the weight I've got on with it, it felt fairly balanced on my back as I was carrying it, so I didn't really want that extra strap. And to be honest, that extra strap makes it harder to get on and off, so it's quite nice not to have that, to be honest. My only one thing I have noticed so far, and I'm not too keen on, is the strap that comes across your chest, this one here. This is one of these little hooking devices. Now I've got this on some of my other bags, and I'm not that keen on them. You know, it's fine when it's fitted, but it comes out too easy, and that I think I'm going to end up losing if I'm not careful. It's already dropped off once, so just be wary of that. You know, they clip in the bag, and as I say, once they're across your chest and tight, they're nice and tight, they're not going to come out. But just be wary when you take them off, leave your bag lying around, just watch you don't lose that strap. So let's have a look how I've started to load this up. So I've got, in here I've got a mat, I've got a roll mat, and this can clip in. Again, you've got these clips, and these are fine on here. These don't tend to come off because they're pretty well fitted all the time. But these straps can clip across, they can go just straight up vertically, they can go across, or even they can go on the bottom of the bag. So if you want to put your mat on the bottom of your bag, or something else, a tent or whatever you're going to put on here, you can drop those onto the bottom, and then they're away from the front. That means you can open the front pocket easier, whereas at the moment, to open the front pocket, I've got to actually undo it, drop the straps down, then open the front pocket. So that's one thing there. It's got two nice expandable pockets on the side. As you can see, in this side I've got a little mini tripod, which is really useful, and in this side I've got my flask, and that fits fantastically. You know, it just stretches out, drops in, holds my flask nice and secure, and that's the one thing I don't want to lose, because I love my coffee. So we talked about it holding laptops and tablets. So in the back of here, we can unzip this all the way around, and this actually opens out. And this is a great storage area. So in here, we can get our laptop in here, we can get our tablet in here, all nice and comfy and secure, and nicely padded as well to protect them. And then we've got another storage area here, which again you could put a tablet in there, I guess, or even a laptop again. So and yeah, and then once there, just that's closed up, zipped up, and that gives nice protection to your laptop and your tablet in the back of there. We talked about these straps being removable. There's a little push button in here, and if we push that button, we can actually disconnect the strap completely, and then just unclips from the bottom as well. And then you know, we can have it without any shoulder straps on if we want. To put them back in, we just press the button, clip it in, and there it is, nice and secure again. So that's not going to go anywhere. So that's really nice little feature. You know, if you just want to carry it, I don't know, maybe onto an aeroplane or something, without all your straps dangling around. Put the straps inside the bag, and then you've just got a carry handle where you can just carry it onto the plane, nice and easy. So that'd be quite good as well. So now let's have a look at what we've got on the inside. So as I say, we can open this in various ways. All these zips are protected with like a little buckle that can clip over the zip, and it's like an anti-theft device. So if you're carrying it on your back, nobody can easily unzip it. There's a little clip over it that just protects the zip. So if we look on the side, this is one of the side entrances, so we can look in here. We can open this up. I've still got my flask on it, but I can still open it up. I can open it up, and then I've got some of my gear in here. You know, I've got a 1.4 extender in here. I've got a battery grip in this side as well. I'll just get these out so you can actually see what I've got in here. I've got all my microphone gear in here. I've got a set of filters in here as well, and then I've got a cleaning pad, and also another spare battery in here. So quite a lot on this little side panel, and that's quite nice. You know, that's easy to access when you open the side panel to get into it. I'm going to close that one up for a second, and then in the other side, so again I've got my tripod on here, but I can still open it. You know, I can unzip the side panel. My hands are so cold, it's quite hard to get these things done this morning. -1 out here this morning it was when I started off, so it's quite chilly. So I say I can open that, and then in here I've actually got my 24-70 lens, and I've also got a 50mm, a nifty 50 as they call it, in there as well. So moving on to the front panel, as I say, because of the way I've got this set up, I just need to undo these clips, which is not a problem. They come off fairly easy, and then I can just undo this front panel, unzip that, open it up, and there's my access in the top. So that's the same access in effect to where I was in the side panels. So I've taken all the gear out of these already, so I can load it in the top, I can load it in the side, whichever I want. Nice and easy, really good. So when we come to the top panel, this is really clever, because we open up this first zip here, and what that does, it actually gives us an extension. So we can actually make the top opening and the top pocket a lot bigger with that extension piece in, which is really clever. And then what we do is we've got a secondary zip, which we just undo that, and that gives us our access into the top. So I really like that. That can get me loads of stuff. And what you'll see I've got in here, I've got a little snack, of course. I've got my camo net in here, and then I've got my vlogging gear. So I've got my gimbal in here, my handle for my gimbal, and then I've got a strap in here as well. So that's that. So you can see, you know, that's a pretty big pocket in there. So even if you were just carrying a few cameras, a few lenses, I mean, you could put another camera in the top of here, but if you just have a camera with a couple of lenses in, you could put some clothes in the top here. It's big enough to roll up some clothes and stick some clothes in here probably. And there's a couple of little pockets in here. There's a little zip pocket in here as well. I mean, there's lots of pockets. Each of these side pockets, I forgot to say, these have actually got little zip pockets like this inside them as well. One of the side pockets is actually set out to hold all your SD cards and things, and your cards, so that's quite nice. And then the other one's just got a couple of little pockets in for leaflets and bits and pieces. So it's really been well thought out, really well designed. So as I say, although it looks fairly small on the outside, you know, it's a bit like Doctor Who's TARDIS. There's a lot of room inside it, and you can see I've got a fair amount of kit in here, and I'm not great at packing stuff, and I could have probably got more in here if I'd have really tried. But you can see all the kit I've got here, fairly good. So I'm really pleased with that. All I've got to do now is get it back in. So that's it. That's the 25 litre K&F Concept bag. Yeah, I really can't fault it too much. To say the only thing I don't like is I'm not keen on this strap that goes across your chest, because I really do think I'm going to lose that fairly easily. So that's the one thing, but other than that I can't fault it. It's a smallish bag, but it packs a lot of stuff. And as I say, I've not really made too much effort to pack it tidy in here, but it all goes in quite nicely. So thanks to the guys at Kentfe for sending me this. Really appreciate it. I'll drop some links in the description below to their websites, and some links to the bags and things. Go and check it out, have a look yourself. If there's any questions you've got, drop them in the comments below, because I'm sure I've missed something. You know, it's quite hard to do these things, especially I try and do them a bit off the cuff. I don't have a scripted version to do it to. So yeah, if you've got any questions, just drop me a comment below and I'll try and answer the question for you. But it's a nice bag, looks very sturdy. I like the look of it, and I say, for walking around town and thing, doing some, you know, people photography and all that sort of thing, great little bag. You know, it's not too conspicuous. Yeah, really good. So thanks again. Thanks for watching. Whatever you're doing, have a great day, and I'll catch up with you again soon. Bye for now.